All right, so I was out at Saints camp yesterday, and some initial thoughts. The 32nd ranking when it comes to the roster, that was kind of like on my mind, and so I'm like, all right, I want to see, like, am I going to be
how
moving
bad
them
can
up?
it be?
So, and the thing I kept coming back to is when they roll the first 22 out there, it's definitely not 32nd. Like, they got some Jimmies and Joes in that first 22. Like, they really do. Like, the offensive line, now moving Penning to guard, looks impressive. You had the first receiver group out there.
Better look impressive.
They continued to make plays. Like, Olave, Spencer Rattler hit him on a deep go for like a 60-yard touchdown. They come back. Rashid Shaheed runs it deep out. Throw it right in there. Toe taps on the sideline. Rashid Shaheed caught a corner route. Toe tap, took a hit, held on to the football. Like, Brandon Cooks made some play. You see it. AK made 7 or 8. Like, the fact that he is as smooth and as fresh as he looks at 30 years old at running back is incredible. And I know, like, he's done a nice job of taking care of his body. He's had some situations where he's had, like, he's the thunder and lightning kind of situations with Ingram and others, but he doesn't look like a 30-year-old running back.
Yeah, the guy's
so, like,
smooth.
He's very smooth. And so, like, all of that is great. Even on the defensive side, like, the first 11 out there, like, Brian Brzee was very active. Cam was very active. It's like, okay, I can see this team being okay. The South's not great. They can be competitive. Where I get worried is when they blow the whistle and here comes another unit. And probably more on the defense as a whole, but certainly like the skill position and really more the receivers. Because actually the Saints running back room, like, they kept rolling guys in there and guys kept making plays. Like, I was watching 101 pass protection, and AK had a great rep. Cam Akers had a great rep. Clyde stoned the rookie linebacker from Oklahoma, Stutzman. Like, they all looked great in pass protection. And 101 routes on backers, running backs kept winning over and over again. So, like, that's okay. You're so thin at receiver, though. And, again, you got Chris Olave with concussion history. You got Rashid Shaheed that's had, some hamstrings and different things going on in his career. Brandon Cooks has missed time, certainly in his career. So it's going to be one of those deals where, and it hasn't happened in a long time, but if they stay healthy, all right.
Well, the fact of the matter is they're not going to stay healthy.
I know.
I mean, nobody
That's
is.
the problem.
No, there's not one position group in the NFL that's going to stay completely healthy. For 17 games, you're going to have to rely on somebody. You just hope that there's not multiple people at the same time, and especially for multiple weeks. Like, you can patch weeks together with different game plans, with utilizing tight ends. Maybe we utilize running backs a little bit more. Like, you can patchwork, and that is the job of an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator in the NFL, and you see it all the time. That's what kind of separates a lot of times these playoff bubble teams from making it to the playoffs and not. It's like which coaches got more out of their roster.
Yeah, but and also which ones do get lucky to stay as healthy as you possibly can, too.
If you get lucky to stay as
to win a
those
championship,
are usually the top teams.
To win a championship, even the best teams have to have that injury luck.
For sure, and those are the top teams that have both the coaching, the luck, and everything. I'm talking about teams that deal with injuries but still find their way to scrap into the playoffs.
Right.
It's find that 10th.
And the roster was set up to do so as well.
Yeah.
You drafted well. You got some young guys waiting in the wings. You maybe signed like a free agent tight end that was under the radar that can come in for 6 games and give you some starter. Like, they don't have that.
You just can't have what happened last year when you have 4 receivers out. You have a lineman now. You have running backs out. But I also question last year what was inspiring enough about the team to fight to get back on the field.
Yeah.
I know there's some things you can't come back from, of course. But, like, if you're a vet, a little nicked up.
You're week 15.
You're week 15. Everybody's out, and nobody's like, we just are.
Which I'm not built that way, but.
No, but
I would go out there.
There's business decisions made
on
every single team every single week. I get it. But yeah, I mean, you say that the starting 22
is going to be competitive. They're going to be competitive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And they should. And you said the offensive line better look good.
Yeah.
Got
4 first rounders and a second rounder.
Yeah. They better look good.
Yeah. No, it's very fair. But Penning's a guard. He's not a tackle. He can't play in space. He can't live in space. In fact, his demeanor doesn't scream tackle. Like, he doesn't ever need to be on an island. He's too aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he tries to attack too much at tackle. He tries to jump a pass move too, and then you get into trouble. Then he ducks his head. Then the guy gets past him.
Tackle's a counterpunch position.
Yeah,
it's a patient position. You let the guy move, you react to it, and you take what he does and you use it against him. It's the ultimate use their momentum completely against them, wash them out of the play, or anchor them. Like, if they try to bull rush, you anchor them. They try to swim you inside, you wash them inside. They try to swim you outside, you push them out. You push them as deep as you can behind the quarterback. So it's tackle's a counter move. Guard and center, it's a first strike. It's like Cobra Kai.
It's exactly, no, it's what it is. And you can be aggressive, and you have protection on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you can be more aggressive. You're never on that island truly by yourself. Like, very rarely will you have much space. And so those are the things that I think, are going to improve the offensive line. But again, they got to stay healthy. The depth on the team, like some of the backups are just not experienced, or they're guys that were drafted high other places that they're seeing if they can get the most out of them, and it's just that there's nothing in there. Mm-hmm. Like, the fumes are almost gone, and so that's going to be important for them. And like Flynn said, and we all kind of know, like, it's almost impossible to stay healthy in an NFL season for your team. But for the Saints to have any life, to do what we want them to do, which is just make some noise in the South, they have to stay as healthy as any team, I think, in the NFL. And yesterday, and I mentioned, they were kind of rotating a little bit because I talked about Spencer Rattler. Like, he had got the ball, had some pressure off the edge, stepped up, stepped out, hit Olave on a 60-yard in-stride pass. And so, he definitely had some good moments. But yesterday was Jake Haener's day to be the starting quarterback.
Before we get to the quarterbacks, I do want to ask about, from the receiver standpoint, Rashid Shaheed. How did he look as a route runner?
Good.
Pure route runner. So I know he's got the over-the-top speed. He's got that home run ability. I saw some clips yesterday where there's an incomplete. Spencer threw one down the sideline on, it was either a fade or a go route. It was kind of like an intermediate go route. And it was incomplete because he had done I'll tell you, it was a sluggo, so it was a slant go.
Yeah.
And he did a really poor job of
selling the slant.
No, he sold the slant okay. Kool-Aid made actually a really good play on it. I was pretty impressed.
All right, Kool-Aid.
All right, watch out, Kool-Aid. But what he could have done, he should have closed the distance between them so he could stack them on top.
Right.
He didn't. He kept the distance between him and Kool-Aid. People think when you run a go route, or a lot of times running routes, you want to separate yourself. Not necessarily. When you catch a DB in transition, you actually want to get closer to him so you can drive him inside and then separate. Yeah. You create this opportunity for the ball to fall.
I know what play you're talking about now.
Yeah, and he batted it down, and I thought that was a really good coaching probably rep for Shaheed to learn from that one. But a good play by Kool-Aid.
And you could tell that they're actually coaching him up on that, because I saw a really good deep out where, because he is so fast, if he's pressing it vertical, you're scared to death.
Is it the one where Shuck threw it?
No, I think Spencer. Oh,
Shuck threw the out route, and it wasn't a very good throw.
Okay, no. So this wasn't that. Spencer threw this one because it was right on the sideline. It was a toe tap.
Yep.
But he did a really nice job. I forget. I think it was Taylor that he was working against, and he pressed him. I mean, it looked like he was about to run a go, and then he put his foot in the ground and went just right to the sideline. He didn't drift. He stayed on that plane, caught it, and that's what you can when you have true game-changing track speed. Those are the type of routes you have to be able to run for it to matter.
Yeah, that's the big, one of my key things for the offense is, of course, the ability to get Shaheed involved because of his deep threat. But if he can improve and become a really good route runner, that's a dangerous man.
Yeah.
And so, I'm as ugly as watching him run around in number 22. If he can run pretty route.
What's wrong with 22?
At receiver?
Okay, fair enough.
It's like
Like
Emmitt
hating on
Smith running
22
out
at
there.
first.
No, I'm not hating on 22.
Dang, I thought 22 is a pretty sweet number.
I completely forgot that his jersey number was 22, and I was watching the clips. I was like, "Who's this running back? Dude?
Yeah.
Who's this
Well,
running
he
back?"
wore 80 something when he first got there, but he wore 22 in college and he switched back. But
I didn't even know the receivers could wear it.
well, now
20s.
like it basically doesn't matter.
Really?
In the NFL, yeah, you can wear 1 through 49 and 80 through 89 at receiver.
Just the receiver position?
No, any position.
Like quarterback or 49?
I mean, if you want to. I do want to get your thoughts real quick. Let's just go ahead and do it. Whatever.
Yes.
Because I don't want to. I do want to get to some LSU next. So Jake Haener was a starter yesterday. Now, if it's a true 3-man competition, that's fine. I'm good with that. Jake had some nice throws yesterday. Cool. They leave Wednesday to go to the West Coast. They got to go from 3 to 2.
Let me tell you something.
And I think that's why you saw Jake get the 1 reps yesterday, because almost like a final verdict. Like, all right, are you going to be in this competition before we pack up and go finish training camp on the West Coast? Or is it going to be 2 when we get there? Because you don't have a lot of time, and you know this. Like, you don't have a lot of time. And if you're at 3 quarterbacks and they're each getting reps still, we're almost 10 days into training camp. I don't want to say it was a wasted day, because if they believe Jake's in the competition, cool. If he's not, it was a wasted day. Like, they have to, at some point, whoever it is, I'm not even calling for it. It's got to go from 3 to 2. And then 10 days from there, you got to go from 2 to 1. Like, at least like from a non-quarterback, I'm in the huddle with you. Like, and it will happen organically. The team's going to tell you before the coach tells you who the starter is. But if I got 3 different voices, and I was talking with Kamara about this, like to the side yesterday, because like he's the most veteran guy on that offense, and he's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't try to do too much, but if I'm in the huddle, like I know all 3 of those guys are different. I know they got different cadences. I know that they call protections maybe a little bit different, like with the way that they say it out there. He's like, Tyler's a rookie. He's gonna probably lean on me, for a free release flat a little bit more. And so like even the veteran players, like it is an adjustment.
Yeah. What practice was that? What number practice?
I think you're getting
was it 3?
No.
It's been way more.
No,
than
they're
3.
way more than that.
And is that
yeah.
the first time that he has been
second?
As a
The
second,
second that he's been QB1.
All right, so I mean, you could have. That means they're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So like that is telling you exactly he is absolutely in the competition.
Yeah.
Like, Kellen Moore is telling you it's a legit, and it's not just lip service, because if it wasn't, it would be an absolute waste of a day.
Right.
An absolute waste of 2 quarterbacks' precious reps. And let me tell you, each rep that you get with ones is precious.
Yeah.
Like there is no teacher like getting in there in the fire of a training camp practice and running it. Not only just like you kind of alluded to it, they're not only for the quarterback himself, but for the other people like AK learning cadence, learning their tendencies.
Yeah.
What they do. So they are telling you with their reps that it is a legit, because if it wasn't, a new head coach trying to pick a quarterback, a young quarterback, is not going to waste reps on somebody that does not have a legit opportunity to be your day 1 starter. It's just, I mean, that if it is, it's stupidity.
And
I'm saying if it's not a legit, then it's just stupidity of wasting 2 days with the ones.
Yeah, and like real quick, what we're talking about here, every quarterback, and you're like, wait a minute, it's the same protection. It's like it's supposed to be the same cadence. I get all that, but it is going to be different. Like everybody's going to say different things.
And and in training camp, it's 1-on-1s. It's 1 versus 1s. So like you want to go against the best people.
Right.
That's how you get better fast, is going against the best.
Yeah, and now this might not be the situation because you got all young quarterbacks, but like sometimes, like when I was in San Diego, if they were bringing 4 off my side, like Phil would be like, "Hey, I need you to pick that up. Like I need you to try to take 2 if you can, or like something. Give me like an extra, like before he snapped, like, hey, give me an extra second," which meant like try to get big and try to see if you can take 2 because he's gonna throw hot, but he was like, "Hey, give me a little extra time here." There'd be sometimes, and when I was in Denver, that they'd be bringing 4 off my side, and Peyton he'd say, hey, Waco, free.
Yep.
I had pass protection responsibilities, but the quarterback would be telling me, hey, if 1 comes, I want you to run an angle. If 2 come, I want you to run a flat. Like he would kind of change it on the go.
Yep.
Because and so everybody handles it. Everybody says something a little bit different. And I can't tell how many times I come back to the sideline after catching a pass in Denver. And running back goes, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Peyton." He goes, "Okay,
Yeah, got it.
yeah, got it." Yeah,
Say less.
because like everybody's going to treat that a little bit different. Like so, quarterbacks have a little bit of freedom in the NFL to do things like that. And like when I was listening to Jake Haener yesterday, like cerebral, like he was probably the most of the group. Honestly, like it's just as far as like how his mind worked, how he talked about protections, how he talked about blitzes, how he talked about getting the running back like in the right spot.
Well, he's got to have something
I know.
over the other guys
Yeah,
that's keeping him in the competition,
and
right?
some of the
For
things
2
that,
days.
Right. And some of the things that he saw, like he was talking fast about it. Like he was understanding. He knew kind of what they wanted to get done. And so that's why like everybody's going to be different back there. Even if it's the same offense, it's supposed to be the same process. Like human nature takes over. And like if I was back there with you, you would handle that. Like we always talk about the Auburn game, how you kind of you moved me and Sean into a position that wasn't in the playbook to pick up a blitz because you knew that we had to do that to pick up the blitz. Like a young quarterback, like if Pearley was in there, no offense to him, he would not have done that, right? And so like, yes, it's the same system, it's the same protection, but you're going to have things play out differently. And that's why it's important to know who your guy is and not have three voices deep in the training camp.